Hey everybody, it's Tim, and I wanted to give you guys a crypto update. The market's closed, and I figured I'd talk about it. Now I'm going to get into VGX. This is my favorite small cap crypto, and I actually previously did a video. I'll leave you guys a card up above or a link below, maybe on the end screen even. And going into the earnings call, and there's a lot of great information there, so I highly recommend you check it out, or you can even go to their investor presentations and get the whole earnings call. I did cut it up into just kind of the key points. But definitely going to talk about VGX, and then we're going to go over Cardano real quick, and we're also going to check out a new crypto I haven't talked about in a while. Now looking at coin market cap, the global crypto market cap is now 1.73 trillion, quite a bit off of that 2 trillion. So last I did an update about this, we were working towards it, and now we're falling back a little bit. Although lately Bitcoin is showing a little bit of strength. We hit the high 37s, now we're back over 38. We'll see where it goes. Hopefully it'll develop a higher low. But moving on down the list, you'll notice that Terra has been rising in the ranks lately, working towards Solana and Cardano. It's still got quite a bit to go, but we will see if it can close that gap here. Now looking over at DeFi Llama, I have no reason to believe that Terra won't continue up, because you'll see that the TVL, or total value locked, has just been continuing to increase, while many others have actually been dropping off lately. For example, Cardano, Sunday swap, it came out here and it's been uptrending ever since, so I'm still feeling great about Cardano, although it is at a 52-week low. So one thing to think about, we're going to look at Cardano's chart here, but you'll see all their different projects that are adding to the TVL. Now looking at ADA or Cardano, we are still in this downtrend, still in this downward channel, and we did break this low here. So when it starts running up a little bit, you want to see that next low come up higher than that. You want to see higher lows, and hopefully it coming out of this channel here, about 120. It needs to break out. First off, it needs to break about 110, and then hopefully it can continue. But looking at it now, it is a bit concerning to see that it's at a low it hasn't been in a very, very long time. I mean, this was almost at $3 at one point. Now, if you're long-term on Cardano, I do think it's a good time to average in, but keep some cash on the side. It could continue farther. And of course, this is going to depend on kind of what Bitcoin's doing as well. If Bitcoin starts showing some more weakness, then yeah, Cardano's going to drop more and form lower lows. So obviously, you've also got to keep an eye on Bitcoin and kind of see how that goes. Hopefully it can work its way towards 40,000. Real quick, take a note that you'll see that that Muesli swap, which works with Cardano, is also working with this crypto. And you'll see there's a lot of chains on here, although its total value locked has been dropping. But this is something interesting. I might look more into this one. And this is Smart BCH. It is a side chain for Bitcoin Cash, but it's also compatible with Ethereum and Web3 API. But let me know in the comments below if any of you guys have ever heard of Smart BCH. I'm going to finish this off with VGX in a second, but I did want to go over Bitcoin real quick. And the chart tells a story. We've been in a downward trend. Once we broke that trend, it broke out very nice, and then we started forming this channel. We broke this channel, and then it's been continuing down. Now we'll see if this channel holds, if we can break out of this, and from a technical standpoint, come out strong, or if it breaks down. Now that's not to say you can definitely get faked out of this. It could always break down. You think, okay, it's going to continue down, I'm out, and then just for it to turn back around and then break out. So, the chart and the pattern doesn't always follow through. But it's definitely good to just keep an eye on kind of what's going on, and anything that's obvious, other traders are going to see as well. So that's one thing to think about. Nice, simple breakouts, simple patterns are going to do better than more complicated looking patterns. We may try to hold this 38 level before moving higher, may just kind of flounder around. But I think we need to hold that 38, show a little bit more confidence in this one, and then maybe we'll see another higher low. We did hit a low of 37.2, almost 37, and it bounced. But every time it comes lower, it has these nice bounces. As many of you are, I'm also long-term on Bitcoin. So sometimes the short day-to-day just, it doesn't really mean much. It is good to look into, though, sometimes, and give you kind of an idea of what to expect moving forwards. You'll see as of recently, though, it's been having trouble holding above 40. Every time it comes up to 40, it just starts getting met with sellers. There's a seller at the top, or, there's big sellers at the top that are just keeping this under 40. Probably comes down, they accumulate, comes back over 40, they sell. And, it's partially probably the algorithmic trading, all kinds of things, But it does look like it's trying to form a nice double bottom. So we'll see how that goes if we can start trending upwards. But, of course, Bitcoin's going to dictate the overall market. So keep an eye on Bitcoin. It's been kind of all over the place. It is still in a downtrend, so be careful. keep that cash on the side. Now hopping over to VGX or Voyager token. This one I'm very convicted in. It's a small cap. I think it's going to do great. And if you didn't check out Voyager's earnings, check it out. I really recommend it, because if Voyager, the company, does good, obviously their token is going to do good as well. And their white paper is actually pretty decent. There honestly isn't a whole ton of dilution. But of course, you know, there is going to be dilution. There are going to be coins introduced, but at a pretty small rate, in my opinion, at a pretty small rate. Now, looking at it, we did break our previous low, and, you know, we quickly came up. It's the same kind of thing. Looks like a possible double bottom trying to form and try to break out. But last time it hit this level, you know, it quickly bounced and went on a nice little uptrend. And then, you know, it's still downtrending. So keep an eye on that. And you can even look at this here. Here's a nice downwards channel. But, you know, this kind of gives you an idea of the trend. The trend is still down. So this could come down and test some lower levels. It could break out, try to hold this as a support before moving higher. For me, it's still in a great time to buy. Anything under 2 is a fantastic deal. Anything in the 2s I still think is good to just average through. But yeah, at this price, I mean, I think it's a great time to add. Now, of course, if Bitcoin does come down, like it's been looking pretty bearish lately, if Bitcoin does come down more, of course, VGX is going to come down with it, as well as most of the overall market. But just so you guys know, I am still overall bullish for the long term on Voyager. You know, I can't predict the short term. You can, of course, look at the chart and see what you think, but for the long term, I'm definitely convicted on these, on, you know, Bitcoin, Cardano, VGX, even Terra Luna I'm going to look into. I got to do a little more research on that one. Seems quite interesting. The TVL keeps increasing, and it did beat Binance Smart Chain, so it's second up on the list of TVL after Ethereum. But that's basically it for you guys. Just a quick update on kind of what I've been watching for. You know, keep an eye on VGX. Make sure you check that earnings. Can't stress that enough. I think it's very important. You know what you own, and if you like this content, make sure you hit the like and subscribe. I try to put daily videos out there, and that's basically it. Thanks as always. I will see you next time.